Hello everybody, it's your boy Goosebumps Jim back here with another video. You know what, guys, aka Joshua Saki back here on YouTube, here to do another film series review on the series Nightmare on Elm Street. So, for if anyone wants to know, Freddy Krueger is also my favorite slasher villain of all time. So, fun fact: I was not introduced to him first. I was introduced when I was in high school through a thing we did in high school. It's hard. I'm not gonna go into the story, but anyways, I honestly enjoy the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Really, I do. In my opinion, if you go into the actual story, it's more about revenge than anything else. It's like, so we don't learn his full story of revenge until the last installment, which is 6 technically, in the original series timeline technically, which is 6 until But the first thing we get from his actual revenge title, or his actual reason for revenge, is because the town parents, after the children he killed, got mad because they couldn't convict him of the crime, even though he didn't. They had no proof. Like he got off on a technicality because they had no proof. Legit, they had no proof. Okay, so they got pissed and they did something called a mob violence, and they all the parents gathered up in the mob and tracked him down to one of his place of work, which is the boiler room where he used to kill the kids, and threw Molotov cocktails and burned him to death. Yeah, and killed him, which is a mob mentality attack. Which basically they broke the law in the process because they took the justice of the law or justice into their own hands and basically murdered someone. Technically murdered him. But honestly, I think Freddy Krueger is more of a tragic villain than anything else, and I'll go into that why. But my favorite movies in the series, I have no real hate for any movie. Not even Wes Craven's New Nightmare do I hate. I kind of enjoy it. It's like, it's okay. It's not bad. The one I do hate is the remake. The remake made it worse in so many ways because all I gotta say, first of all, they made him work in a school, which he never worked in a school. He worked in a factory in the boiler room. Second of all, they made him seem like a pedophile, which he was never a pedophile. Yes, he killed kids, but he was never touched them inappropriately. I mean, the overall sexual stuff that he does in the films, I mean, that's just Freddy being Freddy, right? Him being a evil fucker. So, sorry, my hair is all crazy right now. What's it called? But yeah, Freddy Krueger is one of the most amazing slashers I've ever watched. He's also my favorite, like I said before. But the reason I love my favorite one in the series is 2. And honest to God, 2 is the one oddity in my situation because 2 there is no real. See, the real reason why he attacks these kids is because they're descendant of the parents or the children of the actual parents that burned them. Well, 2 is the one example of which the parents, they weren't the parents. The parents didn't even know what the fuck happened. Not basically none of the main characters knew what the fuck happened because they came to the town of wherever the Nightmare on Elm Street is from. What the town's called. Before or after the first attack, after Freddy Krueger died, they came to the town. Way after the first events of the first movie, I think probably after the first event, maybe the first movie, they came to town. But it's when they came to town. Now, and yet he still attacks them, which I understand. I don't understand because like his original motive in the originality was to kill the kids of the people who had killed him. But that was not. Then he just goes into off of that. But 2 is also my favorite because it's just like, you kind of learn that not only can the bunch of other things stop Freddy, but true love can actually stop Freddy as well. Like if he possesses your body, you can actually hold him back. Which I thought was really interesting. Another thing I like, 2 is my favorite just because it's like interesting. It's very I love the endings. I love the ending of the film. I love how the ending of the film is actually introduced in the beginning of the film, um, in a dream sequence that ends up becoming real. I love how the I love how Freddy what's it called Freddy. Sorry, I missed the Goosebumps YouTube group. Sorry about that, guys. On Facebook. But yeah, that's how everything like bad shit happened. Like that's how that's Freddy Krueger's like a badass motherfucker. But anyways, no. In my particular taste for the movies, I like 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Wes Craven's New Nightmare and Freddy vs. Jason. Do I like one? Yes. Do I want to watch one whenever it comes on? No. I've watched one maybe 45 times. And it's just, one's great and all. I really don't have no problems with one. I don't have a problem with one. I honestly do like one. It's just not, I don't want to watch it. Like if it was like nothing else on TV and it was on, yeah, I'll probably watch one. Because if they're playing the first one, they're most likely going to be a marathon. But if there's something else on TV, I'll wait until the next one comes on, which is 2, and then watch from there. Because Freddy, that's the thing about the only 2, 3 movies you need to watch back to back to back is 3, 4, and 5. Which I don't understand why they kept 3, 4 like the same bitch from 3, 4, and 5. Technically, the second bit is the bitch in 2 is sorry. I'm not sorry to say the girl in 2, or not in 2, in 4 is the who ends up defeating Freddy the second time is the one who comes up in 5, which is like what the. It's the main character in 5, and I'm like, why though? Like, why is she the main character though? And then 6 is just like 6 is the overall arcing story in my opinion. It just tells you everything from Freddy's backstory, his tragic backstory, of everything. See, that's why I like 6. I think 6 is my third favorite of all time. It's minus 2 and 3 are my first 2, and 6 is my favorite third favorite of all time. Because personally for me, I understand where Freddy's coming from in the situation. Freddy Krueger, I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure that they said he killed his wife or something like that. I don't remember the full movie exactly, but I don't believe he killed his wife or something happened with his wife. And the townspeople already hated him because if you don't know this, he actually was bullied by the people when he would go to school. He went to school with all these parents, by the way, and he was bullied by them. And he finally got married and had a daughter. And one day, something happened with his wife or something like that, and the townspeople thought that he had killed her, which I don't even know if that's true or not. I don't remember the full backstory for that. But anyways, they took away his daughter from him. Like the only thing he really loves in the world is his daughter. He really loves his daughter. Like it's like overpowering love for his daughter. And taking her away, he has nothing. He literally has nothing. They took her away, and he basically becomes a shell and says, "You know what? Fuck it, fine. If I can't have my kid, none of you can have your kids." And that's when he starts to kill the kids of the parents of kids of the people who took away his parents or his kid away. It's like I can't have my kid. You don't want to you don't have to have your kids. Fuck y'all. And then starts killing them. And then Freddy Krueger is a badass. Like again, one of my favorite lines of Freddy Krueger is in the third movie with the girl who wanted to be a movie star. I actually love that entire death sequence and scene where she's watching the TV. She's using the cigarettes to stay awake, but she somehow fell asleep even though she used cigarettes to stay awake. And she's watching the TV. Sorry, guys. And then she's like, she's cooking through the TV and she's watching a talk show where like a celebrity or a TV celebrity is talking, and the talk show host says, "May I ask you a question?" She says, "Certainly." And it transforms into Freddy. Who gives a fucking shit? And then it's like, and the TV starting scribbles, goes to static. The girl gets up, slaps the TV once, nothing. Slap the TV twice, nothing. Then she went to slap it again. Slaps it third time. And then Freddy's head starts to pop out through the making his head antennas. Wiring comes out for his hands. He picks her up in the air, and I forgot the girl's name. I think her name was Stacy. Said you wanted to be on something this TV. Well, here's your big break. Welcome to prom time, bitch! And then shoves her head right into the TV and kills her, which was pretty much the most, I think, in my opinion, one of the most brilliant and well thought out deaths in the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Freddy vs. Jason, I have no problem with as all. Sorry, I just did like a bunch of math homework, so I'm really tired. My brain's like kind of fried. So, anyways, the math's not my good, at all, one of my greatest subjects at all. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So in this situation, I'm just like, another thing about Freddy versus Jason that I don't really particularly like when people say is like, yo, Jason won the fight. No, he didn't. He didn't win the fight. Freddy was still alive at the end. Doesn't matter if he was a disembodied head. If he had one arm, he was still alive. In my way, I choose fights. When it comes to slashers and stuff like that, the fight's not considered won until that person is dead. Oh, yeah, the Wendy's. I have some chicken from Wendy's. I forgot to move. I'm gonna move over there until I'm gonna eat it after this video is done. Anyways, no, but I'm like legit. In my opinion, the fight's not done until the person's dead. Till one person's dead. So then said Jason really didn't kill Freddy. If the fight can still go on, and does continue on in the comic books they make called Freddy vs. Jason versus Ashley Williams, versus But Freddy's one of my like I said, Freddy's my favorite thing. Slasher. The one thing I did not like though about Wes Craven's New Nightmare, when it comes to Wes Craven's New Nightmare, is basically how they brought it into the real world, and that I did not like the guy who played Freddy in that film. He looked weird. If you can get what I'm trying to say. Honestly, that's why I said I can see where Freddy's coming from, why he's so pissed at all these people. First of all, they killed him, even though they had no legit proof. Even though he fucking did it. He fucking did it, okay? There's no way he fucking didn't do it. But they had no proof that he did it. Even though, like, here's the thing. The town, all the people in the town, including the judge, knew he did it. But since they have no proof to prove that he did it, they can't convict him. So by what the parents did, even if the town doesn't matter if the town's like against it or not, like the town knew that he did it, it's still murder. It's still a crime because they took justice into their own hands, and you're not allowed to do that in the United States of America. So, I think it's called corporal punishment. If I'm mistaken. But yeah, that was one of the most fucked up shits in like Friday the 13th series, or not Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street series is one of the best series in my opinion when it comes to horrors. I laugh so it makes me laugh. It never makes me cry except for Freddy, because I really feel bad for him in some ways, because man, it must suck just to be Freddy, because like you spend all this time to kill people, and then some lucky ditch teenager fucking just figures out how to defeat you and defeats you, and then it's like, oh, come on, motherfucker, really? Also, all he's trying to do is get his fucking revenge. It's like, honestly, if I was spawned like Freddy was, I would fucking be pissed like that shit too. All I'm gonna say is, Nightmare on Elm Street, if I had to give it a rating for a series, 10 out of 10. Ain't no way it's, even when it becomes more comedy than slasher. Even when it's still slashing when it's kind of scary when it's comedy, because there's nothing scarier than someone who's laughing and making jokes while he's killing someone. That's the Joker right there. That guy is fucking terrifying, because that just shows how insane someone has to be, or off off their marbles, off their marbles or off their whatever it is. Far past the cuckoo clock, if you know what I mean. Not going up on upstairs, like something like that, to actually kill someone and make jokes and laugh, and make puns and jokes and laugh while they're trying to kill someone or in the process of killing someone. That just shows how insane someone is. It's like similar to Chucky. Chucky's the same way. He's legit fucking insane. No one's ever, cross-examined him. Also, Freddy Krueger is also the supposedly in this story the bastard son of 100 psychopaths, because his mother was a nun who worked in a insane asylum that was run by the church, and she got locked up in their lockup night by accident with everybody else, and all the prisoners raped her. Surprisingly, they didn't kill her though, which I was surprised. I'm just wondering why, because they're insane. So I would think raping and killing would be the thing, not just raping. But the thing is, when they found her, she was like with child already. I'm like, what the? And then, she gave her. Also, Freddy Krueger's mom is basically tries to help the kids also defeat him, that must be like a very, very odd relationship between the two. I think her name is Amanda Krueger. Yeah, Amanda Krueger. But other than that, it's a great. Like I said, if they give Nightmare on Elm Street, I have to give it a 10 out of 10. It's pretty flawless from the 80s film. If you haven't seen it, where have you been all your life? Just swear to God, just go pick it up, go watch it, go rent it, whatever you can do. Just go watch the series. It's not bad. And for fact, I'll just pull up the complete box set that I got at Walmart for it, which it gives me. Okay, so it gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Freddy's Dead, which is 6. Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which is 7. I would consider it 7. And then Freddy vs. Jason, which I already own a DVD Laserdisc copy of this, but I was like, you know what? Well, I bought this is like $24. I think it was $24 or something like that, or it's $45. I don't know how much it was, but I'm like, I'm getting this, and this, and this. I'm getting like 1 through 7 on DVD, which I don't have. So I'm like, you know what? Deal. I'm taking it. So I'm like, taking it. Deal. Also, Freddy Krueger is a badass. Also, I liked how they also explained the reason why in the Freddy vs. Jason, how he they get rid of him, like for him, no more murderings to happen, is like that he's treated like a plague, like if you like, but also it's kind of fucked up as well, because you're just kicking out kids and taking out kids who've seen them, and you're like, goodbye, you're going to a mental asylum. But they're not crazy. They actually saw there's an actual person doing this shit. Otherwise, it's a great series. Go watch it out. Go pick it up wherever you can. Nightmare on Elm Street, the series, all 8 films, and I would classify Friday the 13th and Freddy vs. Jason is basically a Friday the 13th and a Nightmare on Elm Street. So I'm gonna call that 8. That would be 8. That'd be the 8th story, and that would be whatever the 11th story I believe it would be considered. The 11th story in that series. Peace. Don't forget, if you sorry. Shit. Sorry, guys. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for helping or taking the time out of your day to watch this. It really helps me out. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram wherever you can share videos. And if you think I've earned your subscription today, please don't hesitate to hit that like button or that subscribe button, because it only takes 3 seconds out of your day, out of your busy time. And I know your time is precious, but it really helps on my channel. It really helps me out. And if you want to request on another video for film series review, let me know, and I'll in the comments below, and I'll do my best to do it. Goosebumps Janice out. Peace, guys.